Have you ever wondered what Jesus would write if he had left something personally for us? And what if I told you that he actually did write something? Prepare yourself for an extraordinary revelation. In this video, we will explore the exciting and little-known story of the letter that Jesus sent to King Abgar. Discover how this document, preserved by Eusebius of Caesarea in the archives of Edessa, transformed an entire kingdom and left a profound mark on the history of Christianity. We will dive into the details of this correspondence, understand its impact, and uncover the mysteries it carries. Don't miss this fascinating journey through faith, miracles, and the timeless message of Jesus. Stay with us until the end to feel the transformative power of this unique story and connect with an incredible chapter of our spiritual heritage. King Abgar V, also known as Abgar the Black, ruled the kingdom of Edessa, located in what is now southeastern Turkey, around the year 9 AD. Edessa was an important cultural and commercial center in the early 1st century, a crossroads of various civilizations, including the Roman and Persian empires. Abgar V was part of the Osroene dynasty, which made Edessa a significant political entity during a period of great regional turmoil. His reign is remembered both for strategic diplomacy and for his unique connection to early Christian history, intertwining his story with that of Jesus Christ. King Abgar suffered from a chronic and debilitating illness. The descriptions of his condition vary, but it was clearly severe and no local doctor could provide relief. It was during this period of suffering that Abgar heard of Jesus of Nazareth, whose fame as a healer had spread beyond the borders of Judea. The stories about Jesus that reached King Abgar were filled with accounts of miraculous healings, the blind regaining their sight, the paralyzed walking, and the sick being restored to full health. These accounts stirred a mixture of hope and curiosity in the king. Abgar thought, if such stories were true, perhaps Jesus could offer a remedy not only for his physical ailments, but also for the spiritual and political ills of his people. In his pain and hope, Abgar sent a letter to Jesus. According to ancient Christian traditions, especially preserved in the writings of Eusebius of Caesarea, King Abgar wrote a letter to Jesus, an act both bold and unprecedented. In the letter he said to Jesus, "And when I heard all these things about you, I considered that you are either God himself, who has come down from heaven to do these things, or you are the Son of God doing such things. Therefore I am writing to you and asking you to come visit me and heal my disease. Incidentally, I have heard that the Jews are murmuring against you and wish to harm you. I have a city, not very large but noble, and it is sufficient for both of us." As can be seen in the letter, Abgar expressed deep respect and reverence for Jesus, recognizing him not only as a healer, but as a savior, performing miracles without the use of medicines or herbs. His words reflected a profound belief in the divine power of Jesus. Abgar then extended an invitation to Jesus, offering him refuge in Edessa, a place far from the growing hostilities marking Jesus' ministry in Judea. He wrote to Jesus saying, "I invite you to come to me and escape the persecution you are suffering." The king's request was simple yet profound. He asked for healing from his disease, believing that the presence of Jesus would be enough to restore his health. "Therefore I write to ask that you come to me and heal the disease that afflicts me." This request illustrates not only his belief in Jesus, but also a hope that this power could extend beyond Jewish populations to a Gentile ruler. Delivering the message from Edessa to Jesus in Judea was no easy task, given the considerable distance and the rudimentary nature of transport and communication at the time. According to historians, King Abgar entrusted this important letter to an emissary, a royal messenger, who was tasked with the significant responsibility of finding Jesus and delivering the message directly to him. This messenger would need to navigate the geographical and political landscapes between Edessa and Judea, as well as locate Jesus himself, which would be challenging given the itinerant nature of his ministry. The emissary's journey symbolizes both a physical and spiritual quest for truth and healing. Upon finding Jesus, the messenger delivered the letter, fulfilling his mission. At this point, you might be wondering, what did Jesus do upon receiving the letter? That is the focus of this video. What did Jesus write in his response to King Abgar? Jesus' response to Abgar's sincere request is crucial. According to traditions preserved by Eusebius and other early Christian sources, Jesus did indeed reply to King Abgar. He wrote, Blessed are you who have believed in me without having seen me. For it is written concerning me that those who have seen me will not believe in me, and those who have not seen me will believe and be saved. But regarding what you wrote to me, to come to you it is necessary that I fulfill all things here, for which I have been sent, and after fulfilling them, to be taken up to him who sent me. But after I have been taken up, I will send one of my disciples to heal your disease and bring life to you and yours. As can be seen in his letter, Jesus acknowledged Abgar's faith and his understanding of Jesus' mission on earth. The response is gracious and honors Abgar's belief. Historically, the letter signifies an early recognition of the Christian message spreading beyond Jewish populations to the wider Greco-Roman world. It suggests that Jesus was aware of his growing influence and intended for his teachings to reach all corners of the earth, symbolized by his promise to send a disciple after his ascension. This promise also illustrates the role of the apostles in continuing Jesus' work, a key aspect of Christian doctrine concerning apostolic succession. What happened after Jesus wrote a letter to King Abgar? According to historical accounts narrated by Eusebius and later expanded in various apocryphal texts, Jesus fulfilled his promise made in the letter after his ascension. He sent one of his 70 disciples, identified as Thaddeus, to Edessa. Upon arriving in Edessa, Thaddeus is said to have healed King Abgar and many of his subjects, leading to a significant conversion to Christianity in the kingdom. This act not only confirmed the power and reach of Jesus' words and promises, but also firmly established one of the earliest Christian communities outside the Jewish homeland. The kingdom of Edessa became a vital center for the spread of faith in the East, influencing neighboring regions and playing a crucial role in the formation of early Syrian Christian tradition. According to later elaborations of the story, Thaddeus not only brought Jesus' letter to Edessa, but also a cloth bearing the image of Christ's face, which was miraculously created when Jesus pressed a towel to his damp face. This image, known as the Holy Face of Edessa, became a revered icon believed to have protective powers and was a significant focus of veneration. The correspondence between King Abgar and Jesus highlighted themes of faith, divine mission, and the universal reach of Jesus' message. It reinforced the belief that the salvation brought by Jesus was accessible to all humanity, transcending ethnic and geographical barriers. Other claims that Jesus wrote a letter to a king in Turkey true. As mentioned earlier, the letters between Jesus and King Abgar were revealed by Eusebius of Caesarea, who claimed to have found them in the archives of Edessa during his historical research. However, the authenticity of these letters has been widely debated among scholars and theologians, generating significant discussions about their veracity and historical context. Firstly, there are no surviving copies of the original letters beyond what Eusebius transcribed. Skeptics argue that the style and content of the letters do not conclusively match the Jewish context of Jesus' time. However, since we do not have the original letter, we cannot conclusively state that the letters did not exist. Secondly, some skeptics say that the use of Greek to write in a region where Aramaic was predominant raises questions about the origin and authenticity of the letter. I disagree. Many Aramaic speakers of the time wrote and spoke in Greek, which was a dominant language at the time. It makes sense if Jesus did so as well. Furthermore, the letters were correspondence between two people in different countries who did not speak the same language. It would be logical for the correspondence to be in a language that could be understood by both parties. In essence, I believe this letter existed, but it is also possible that Jesus dictated his intention to his messenger for the king, who then wrote it down. Either way, there was correspondence between Jesus and King Abgar, which later resulted in the miraculous healing of the king and the conversion of his entire household to Christianity. And so we conclude this fascinating exploration of the letter that Jesus wrote to King Abgar. We hope you enjoyed this historical and spiritual journey. If you liked the content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Like, share, and help spread these incredible stories. God bless you and see you next time.